Ah, the sound of music. Must be Austria. The beautiful hills, and we're in Bad Häring in the Tyrol. Not normally the setting for huge brute men lifting cars. But this time, it was the turn of Mariusz Pudzianowski, 3 times world's strongest man, to come out and show Simon Flint, the young Englishman, how to do it. His time, just over 20 seconds. And can anyone beat this? 2,000 kilos, remember, about 320 in the hands. Well, it's the world powerlifting champion, Michael Starov from the Ukraine, who, big surprise, managed to beat Pudzianowski. Onto the Conan Circle, Glenn Ross had an absolute tragedy. And we have to say goodbye to Glenn for at least the rest of this season. He tore his quadriceps pretty bad. Michael Starov then, after seeing that hideous accident, had to blast out the best he could. Well, he went round 1 repetition without a problem, then 2. And that was a good result. But those famous biceps, that famous tattoo, it's owned by Mariusz Pudzianowski, world record holder in the Conan Circle. He did 2 turns just over and then stepped back a couple, just to be cheeky. In absolute control, Pudzianowski. But the stones, perhaps his favorite event, he lost control. Tarmo Mitt knocking out a time in just over 11 seconds. And you see that little slip there with the yellow ball? Believe it or not, that cost Pudzianowski the victory in the stones. That is how good these guys are at international level. 280 kilograms on the back for repetitions. Vidzis up against the world powerlifting champion, Michael Starov, with blonde hair. He did that when he lived in Pennsylvania, USA. Well, Vidzis, he was going to have to suffer with single digits, but it was Starov who blasted out into the lead. Pudzianowski tried to chase that huge total from Starov, and he was willing to die trying. You never see Pudzianowski give up. Well, that's 2 events to Starov. You don't see that often in international competition. Pudzianowski being beaten twice by the same guy. Well, Ralph Baer enjoyed a victory. A rare one in power stairs over Vidzis, but Pudzianowski was determined to finish with a flourish. And that's exactly what he did. Bad Häring goes to the pole.